Hello and welcome to the Hawkeye.org. My name is Nick Fiorillo and I'm Editor-in-Chief of the Hawkeye. You're watching the ASB Executive Elections 2015 Candidates Roundtable for Secretary. Our candidates are Andrea Portugal and Trin Nguyen. The candidates will start by making an opening statement and explain why they're running for their office. Andrea Portugal, you can begin.
Hi, my name is Andrea Portugal. I am a junior. I will be in my senior year next year, and I've been in ASB before, and I'm very excited for this upcoming election.
Hello, my name is Trin Nguyen, and I'm currently a freshman. I'm running for Secretary of the Executive Office because I enjoy working with people and being able to connect them and join together to create a better school community.
Great. Our first question is focusing on your goals and priorities for next year. So, if you were elected, what would be your top goals and priorities for the upcoming school year, and how would you plan to implement them?
Well, I see. Our school sometimes seems to recognize sports as the main thing at our school, but I think that it's important to recognize other groups such as drama or the Hawkeye, because they're very talented, and it's important that everyone is recognized for what they do and their talents. I would also like to have that ASB contributes more within all the groups and the clubs.
Yeah, I understand you because ask class officer for opinions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my priorities, if I get elected, besides fulfilling my duties as a secretary, I plan to raise our school spirit. Within this year, I have interact with many people, and I see that our spirits was not as before, and I want us to be number one and spirited, we will beat Linwood.
Great.
Yeah, spirit's definitely a very, very important thing, but I think that in order to have spirit, we have to have a sense of community within our school, and with that, we should have every student feel welcome here. And I know that there was some trouble with the last Spirit Week, which was the Battle of the Sexes, but I'm glad that we as an ASB were able to fix that and make MTHS a loving community for everyone. So.
Great. Any comments on priorities or goals for next year? Anything else you'd like to add?
I think that ASB is sometimes seen as just a little clique, a group of just a few students, but it's not like that. Shouldn't be like that. It should be us helping out everyone, and you should feel welcome and not afraid to come up to us with questions or opinions or anything.
Oh, something else I want to add is that I want to plan more fundraiser and getting sponsor to raise our school fund, because class officer, their job is to raise money for the class prom, but as I think it is the executive officer responsibility to raise money for our school and clubs.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a really good point. As classes, they raise money for their proms and all that money throughout the years. Senior year, you use it for your prom, but Big Six usually just focuses on assemblies and things of that sort. But as Trin said, fundraising would actually really benefit our whole school. It would. There is a bit of a problem with time, but I'm sure we could get around that.
All right. We'll move on to our next question, which is focusing on student involvement in ASB. So as we have 3 positions unopposed for ASB executive ASB the next year, there seems to be a lack of involvement in ASB from part of the student body. So how, if you were elected, would you increase involvement in student government from the students?
Well, to increase student involvement, the thing is some students who do want to join ASB can't actually join because they think, oh, I have to take leadership and that's a 0 period. And I also see that it's really, really hard. I mean, who wants to wake up at 5 in the morning and then get to school, to class at 6:20? It's really, really hard. But if we could somehow get the class in between periods 1 through 6, then that would help. But that's really not something that we as students can do, but yeah, that's it.
So to me, I think in order to convince someone or people, you yourself must be persuaded. So to connect that with increasing our students' participation in government, I think as officer, we need to show our impact in the school and our enjoyment of doing it. So we must show we have fun in accomplishing something big, and that they should join.
Another way I think that we could get people involved with ASB, but not necessarily being on ASB if you can't, would be that since the job as a secretary is to take all of the notes of all the ASB meetings and what we do throughout ASB, we could, or as secretary, I would post maybe the notes online, and then everyone can see what's going on and be up to date with what's going on in ASB.
That's a really great idea.
Thank you.
All right, now we'll move on to closing remarks. So anything else you would like to say to the student body?
Well, thank you for listening to my points and to Trin's, and vote for me because I really want to have the school more united and make this a welcoming community for everyone here.
Oh, my last remark is, most people might think that me as a freshman, that I don't have enough experience to obtain this position, but I think this is a time where not only experience matter, but one's passion to leave a big impact and one's minds of creativity, it's great too. So, and this is ASB, Associate Student Body. We can be their voice. So you guys should vote for me, and I'll be your voice.
Great. All right, thank you to our candidates for Secretary, Andrew Portugal and Trin Nguyen. Make sure you vote on March 20th.